Hello children, today we are going to study new chapter in science, that is chapter 18, wastewater story. So in this chapter we will learn about what is meant by waste, types of waste and how to dispose the waste in a proper way, and plastic as a boon or curse, and how we can effectively use plastic which is not how we can use the plastic without harming environment. Okay, so let's see first about what is waste. Waste means anything that is no longer useful to us and we will throw away, that is called what waste. Okay, anything that is no longer useful and needs to be thrown away is called waste. Large amount of waste is generated in our home, school, office and at every place. Yes, you know that we are generating large amount of waste whenever when we are doing our daily activities. Generation of waste is natural, but it becomes a problem when we throw it here and there. You must have seen waste on roadsides, which will create bad smell and makes our environment look dirty. The disposal of waste is a major problem that we will discuss in this chapter. So let's see first about types of waste. So there are two types of waste. They are biodegradable waste and non-biodegradable waste. First, what is meant by biodegradable waste? Waste which which can be decomposed by the action of microorganisms like bacteria and fungi. Okay, so waste which can be decomposed by the action of microorganisms like bacteria or fungi which is present in the soil are called biodegradable waste. Then this waste do not harm the environment because it will be degraded by the action of microbes. An example for biodegradable waste are vegetable and fruit peels, animal dung, waste paper, leftover food. Okay, so what are the examples of biodegradable waste? Vegetable peel, fruit peels, animal dung, waste paper, leftover food. Then what is meant by non-biodegradable waste? Waste that cannot be decomposed or broken down by the action of microorganisms are called non-biodegradable waste. So non-biodegradable waste means which cannot be decomposed by the action of microbes. Example for non-biodegradable waste are plastics, detergents, soaps, metals, glass, pesticides, harmful chemicals which produced from factories are some examples of non-biodegradable waste. So what are the examples? Plastic, detergents, harmful chemicals which produced from factories, metals, glass, pesticides are examples of non-biodegradable waste. Understand children? Now this waste, non-biodegradable waste, will harm and pollute the environment because it's not degraded by microorganism. Again, we can classify waste into three groups based on its state. You know that there are three states of matter. What are they? Solid, liquid and gaseous waste. So based on the state, we can classify waste into solid waste, liquid waste and gaseous waste. First example for solid waste are fruit and vegetable peels, pencil shavings, dried leaves, plastic bags, etc. Okay, and this solid waste are commonly called as garbage. So what solid waste is also called as garbage. Then liquid waste, example for liquid waste are chemicals which produced from factories. Then soapy water, dirty water which goes down into drains is called as liquid waste. Okay, then gaseous waste, so gases released by vehicles and when we are burning wood, leaves, etc., that is called gaseous waste. Okay children. Now nowadays municipalities and most cities and towns, they are providing two bins of different colors. Here in this picture you can see blue color and green color bin. So blue color dustbin is for collecting non-biodegradable waste like plastics, chemicals, etc. And green dustbin is used for collecting biodegradable waste, that is for example dried leaves, vegetable, animal waste, then fruit peels, etc. Okay, then methods of waste management. So disposal of waste is the biggest challenge in modern towns and cities. So there are different ways how to manage the waste and dispose them safely. Okay, so let's learn some of the ways to manage waste and dispose them safely. So first method is landfill. Landfill means in a large open low lying area which is outside of the city, where they will dump the solid waste. Okay, so solid waste will be dumped in the large open low lying area on the outskirts of the city. So once the landfill is completely filled, this garbage will be covered with soil, and they will left it for about 15 to 20 years, and they will allow it for decompose. Okay, so you know biodegradable waste will be decomposed by the action of microorganism, isn't it? So this solid waste will get decomposed totally when they will leave it for 15 to 20 years. Okay, and many times the parks are developed over a landfill. So one of the example for the park which is developed over a landfill is Indraprasada Park in Delhi. It is an example of a landfill converted to park. Okay, so which is the park, which is an example for the landfill converted to park, Indraprasada Park, situated in Delhi. Now next method is composting. We can convert this solid waste into manure. Okay, we can use this manure to to grow plants. Okay, so to fertilize the soil. So biodegradable waste can be converted into manure by the action of microorganism like bacteria. So for this they will create one pit. Okay, so here you can see in this picture that pit is called as compost pit. Okay, in which composting will be done. And here you can see the compost, that means the what biodegradable waste or solid waste gets converted into compost, which is used as a manure. It is not wise to burn garbage, dried leaves, husk, etc., because they will cause air pollution on burning. It is better to use them to make compost. Now next one is vermicomposting. So instead of creating peat, we can use red worms. Okay, it is the process of preparing compost with the help of red worms. Vermi means worms. Okay, earthworms. So with the help of earthworms we are composting, we are preparing compost. Okay, the garbage that is used to make compost can be used for vermicomposting. This garbage acts as a food for red worms. Okay, so the worms will eat that garbage. Then earthworms are often called as farmer's friend. Why earthworm is called as farmer's friend? Because they move in the soil and loosen it and increase the soil fertility by the addition of their waste or feces to the soil. So when their waste is eliminated in the soil, it will help to increase the soil fertility. Not only that, when they will move in the soil, it will help to loosen the soil, so which will be helpful for growing plants. So it is called as farmer's friend. Now steps to reduce waste. So we can follow 3 R's to reduce waste. What are the 3 R's? Reduce, reuse and recycle. So first we can see how to reduce the production of waste. We can reduce the production of waste by buying things only when you really need them. Okay, so unwantedly we should not buy the things. Okay, only if we need that we should buy. Then use fountain pens instead of ball pens. Then we can use both sides of paper. So by this we can reduce waste. Now remember, the most effective way to manage garbage is by reducing its production. Okay, so we have to reduce waste by reducing the production of waste. Okay, then reusing old items to make new things. Example, we can reuse small jars and bottles to keep stuff in the kitchen. Then we can reuse plastic bags and bottles. Then we can use old clothes to make handkerchiefs, dusters. Okay, so these are some of the ways how we can reuse old items to new things. Then recycle things on your own. We can recycle also, recycle waste. How we can recycle by our own or with the help of government agencies. Okay, so with the help of government agencies we can recycle waste. It helps in reducing waste. Okay, so this will help in reducing waste. For example, we can give old glasses, plastic, aluminum cans for recycling to produce new things. Then we can use kitchen waste to make manure by composting. Then we can collect sewage to produce biogas. Biogas means it is the natural gas, okay, which is used as a CNG, compressed natural gas. Then paper can also be recycled, and as it is a biodegradable material. So paper also we can recycle it. So when we are recycling paper, we are saving trees. Okay, so it helps in preventing deforestation. What is meant by deforestation? Cutting of tree, which is a major problem, okay, environmental problem. So when we are recycling paper, we are saving trees. We can save paper by writing on both the sides of paper sheet, making a new notebook from unused page of the old notebook. So we can use that as a rough note. As so new notebook we can make from the unused pages of the old notebook. These are some of the recycling way how we can recycle paper. Now plastic, a boon or curse? Plastic also have become a part of our life. We use many things made of plastic: bucket, pens, bottles, bag, containers, etc. Life seems difficult without plastics. The use of plastic is not a problem, but its a disposal is a problem. When we are using excessively, disposal of plastic is a problem, because plastic is a non-degradable waste. It will cause many harmful effects. Food packed or stored in plastic bags and containers may sometimes prove to be a harmful and unsafe to consume. So food packed which packed in a plastic containers is not what useful. It will be unsafe to consume. If we are eating, it is harmful to our health. Sometimes some type of plastics, they will release harmful gas which will cause health problems. So disposal of plastic is also a major environmental problem. Now food thrown in plastic bags on roadsides, that will be eaten by the animals along with the plastic bag. Okay, so so even sometimes the animal will die if the plastic bags are swallowed by them. Plastic bags enter into trains and it will block the drainage system, okay, which will result in overflowing of water on the roads. So these are the harmful effects of plastic in our environment. I hope that you all understand this topic. Yes, how to minimize the overuse of plastic? We can, when we are going to shopping, we can carry own cloth bag and say no to plastic bags. Do not accept stuff in plastic bags given to you by shopkeepers, and tell them what are the ill effects of plastic so that they can also stop using them. Now reuse plastic items like bottles and boxes. Do not store eatables in plastic bags. Do not throw plastic bags carelessly here and there. And you can spread awareness in school and in your neighborhood about the ill effects of plastic by conducting campaigns and talks. So these are some of the ways to minimize the overuse of plastics. I hope that you all understand about this chapter. If you have any doubt, you can ask children. Thank you.